Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to play with the Freaky Fast Fridays formulas from the Scraproom, and this is the July one, so it needs one 8-inch 5x3, a 1x6, a 1x3, a 4-inch circle, and a 3-inch circle. And that was my picture. And some of my circles, I'm going to use these Hip Kit Club Essentials dies, and I'm going to use some of the scraps I've had from the Farmhouse summer collection from Echo Park. And so I'm just going to cut out these two circles on my big shot, and I didn't make you watch that because, yeah. And then I have those, and then these two pieces of paper that I'm just going to check the size, and so it's not quite good for either one of those, so I am going to cut some of them down. So first I'm going to cut down my picture, and so the picture is of me and my daughter. She's about 2 months old, and I took her to the school I taught at to show the kids, and I'm sitting on this bench with some of the moms that I taught their kids with, and I was at a homeschool program, so I was also a facilitator, and we did a blended program, so they did a little bit of in school and a little bit of not at school. And so these ladies that are in this picture that are covered up, I got to teach their kids, for some of them, for 4 or 5 years, which is amazing. Um, all of their oldest kids are graduated now. Some of them follow me on Instagram. It's kind of cool. So I'm just cutting down this red plaid piece to be the 5x3. And I've got my two circles, so I'm just marking it off on my little sticky note. And so I was thinking maybe I would back my photo with this one. So I am going to cut down my photo a little bit here in a second. So I'm just kind of piecing this together to see what I like. It's not how it ends up, but that's okay. It's one of those things, right? And I really like this flower paper that I have in front of me too. I'm just going to look for some other stuff that might work. So I like this piece that I've already used to the scraps for. So I'm just thinking, hey, I could use this one too, depending on where I put my circles. So I'm just going to cut a 1x6, and so that becomes my 1x6 piece, and then this is my 1x3. And so those are those two pieces, and then I still need an 8x8. I really like this page, and eventually I can use it, but right now it's just way too busy. So I'm going to put it up there while I look through some of my other papers, because I know I kind of still want it. I just don't know in what capacity. And all the plaid that's in this is lovely, but it's really hard to use plaid on plaid on plaid. So this dark green works. I thought about that mustard color, and I thought about some of the cardstock that I have on my desk. The mustard would have been okay, but it kind of, I don't know. I didn't quite like it. And so then I'm thinking about this green. I don't know. It's what I do. So light blue, maybe. The light blue's in that plaid, so I'm picking off of that, and then I decide I'm going to do my 8x8 out of this piece of paper. And so, not to waste a whole piece of paper, I'm going to gut it so that there is a 1-inch border all the way around. And then in the second piece, I'm going to gut it so I have my 8x8 piece. So then I get 2 border pieces out of it, and I'll use these border pieces eventually. And then there's my 8x8, because I didn't make you watch all that. So now I have all my pieces that I need, and now it's just playing around with how do I want these. So that would have been okay. Just not liking the blue, and I'm like, how am I working this? That's all right. Thinking, nope, I don't. Now I'm looking at maybe a dark blue. I didn't like the contrast between that dark green and the other blue. I felt like it was competing. And then looking at this like this is not how it stays. And now I bring in the flower piece again. And I like that. That's better. It's busy, but it's better. I really wanted to use that background flower piece anyway, so. And then I've flipped that red, so now instead of it being matting my photo horizontally, now it's on the flowers and it's matting it with the circles vertically. And this piece is going to go vertically. And then this 1x3, I'm like, I don't know. And then this is moving, so I'm going to try and tape it down, but I'm using my temporary adhesive from Tombow, and it is not being very adhesive at all. Sometimes it holds what I need. Today it was not. And I still haven't replaced my permanent adhesive runner from Tombow, so I'm still using my tear tape. I really have to get over to Michael's, but I haven't yet. I'm also teaching summer school this year, so I'm doing this in between, and my days are a little bit busy with marking and answering kids and that kind of stuff, so this takes not priority to go get tape. So I did cut that 1x3 in half, so now it's like a 1/2 inch by 3, and because I was going to cheat a little bit, and then I think about where to put it, and you'll see that I don't actually end up cheating because I tape it all back together again. So it's one of those days. Kind of struggled with this one. The circles kind of threw me off, I think. And then the paper that I wanted to use also kind of threw me off. I think it might have been easier with other papers, maybe not so busy papers. So I thought about putting this piece underneath. And there, nope, here, where am I going to put this? So decide to get this down on my 8x8 so it stops moving around. And so just a little bit in from this one left side, and then here's where I decide, yep, that piece is going to go back. I do kind of have a track, almost like a trap space at the bottom. It didn't really bother me when I decided I was done. It kind of bothers me a little bit now, but it's done, and it's going to be in a book, and it's not a big deal. And so I'm going to cut that one down. Now trying to decide what else I want to do. So I'm looking at these chipboards, so maybe I want to put a piece here. I feel like this outside piece isn't as grounded as I want it to be, so I'm trying to figure out different ways to hold in my layout because it feels not so contained. Just looking through the die cut pieces, there's a couple in here that can work. A lot of it is farm stuff and like home together kind of things. So obviously not home, I'm visiting work, so that's not going to work. This gather together is at the top there, and this one is come and sit a while, and I thought that sentiment really worked well for a title for here. And then some of these other ones could have worked, but I just didn't like them. I just didn't float my boat, I guess you could say. So I'm just looking at the sticker sheet to see if there's anything else I want to pick off. The come sit a while's on both in the die cuts and on the sticker sheet, but the die cut is a little bigger. I added the temporary adhesive to that gather together. I'm going to put that chipboard down and going to put foam dots on my come sit a while. It's going to overlap just a little bit on the picture. I think the other thing that threw me off was having the yellow sticky notes on the page because it does add a different dynamic to it, but I don't have permission to show these wonderful ladies on YouTube, so that's the way it's going to run. So decided I needed to frame that die cut a bit more, so I'm adding some of the stickers there. The gather together, I've decided is not going to go there. And then these banner pieces say welcome and blessed. I'm going to move them around and put them on the side. They end up going back where I had them. I was very indecisive when I was making this page. So just adding a little bit more flowery bits. Thought about that one. It's too big. Don't want that one. Still trying with that corner. Nope, I don't like it. Man, I still feel the frustration I was feeling. Try this, try that, try this, try that. Wreathy bit, nope. Maybe it's this blue piece that I don't like. So I do like the yellow there better. I don't know why I didn't like the blue. And then that red piece, I did think about moving the red flower sticker, but it's on the picture and it's not coming up. So that one's gonna stay there. And this is where I decide when I need to anchor it. So I used that page that I got for my 8x8 piece, and now I have a double border. And I like that a lot better. And that fixes my, hey, I need to ground this a little bit more. And I'm just going to use my T-square and get this on. I wanted it a little bit closer and I wasn't paying attention. So looking at that gather together one more time. Yes, no, maybe. I like these. Yes, no, maybe. Nope, nope. There we go. These are going to go here with the flower that's in that corner. And the welcome blessed really works well because I feel blessed for my little one that I'm holding, but I also feel blessed that I got to know this group of ladies. So this is a picture for me, not for my little one. It is when I introduced her to all sorts of kids that she got to know until she was in grade 4. So kind of fun. And just putting some enamel dots on. So these are the ones from the Farmhouse summer kit as well. And so just some of the red ones, some of the blue ones, and I think some of the green ones. It's a really light blue that just went on. It looks almost white, but it's the same color as that greeny blue circle paper, where the circle's cut out of anyway. And so those ones are done. I just have one more of this one left, so I'm going to scoot these a little bit so I can get that last one on because, yeah, I don't want one of one color left. That makes it really hard to use up later. And then just sliding in a couple other of the tiny flower bits, and that I like okay now. And it's not my favorite layout, but it works. So moving these around, this big one's coming off, and I like that even better. It feels a little bit more balanced. Thought about putting it there, don't like it. I am going to call this done here pretty quick. So I was thinking, I don't know. And there we go, done. So there's the title. And if you enjoyed my video today, please give me a thumbs up. There will be another video coming up here on this end screen. And if you would like to subscribe, it's right here too. Thanks again. Have a great day.